Hello, everybody. I'm going to be talking about black females and mental illness. So, when you look at a black female, and I'm going to say female because this is sort of kind of a video that's going to progress from a female into, like, how can I put this? Like a female, but it's going to progress, like, how can I put this? It's going to be like a black girl going into a black woman. So I like to use the term female because it kind of just states what the gender is without saying woman or girl, because that's actually very important to distinguish between when you're a child and when you're an adult. So being in a black household, I'm just gonna get straight into it. Being brought up as a black girl, growing up to be a black woman, it is either intentionally or unintentionally. However, it is frowned upon literally to show emotion. You cannot cry. You cannot, you can't express your feelings. You can't, be vulnerable. You can't, like, there's just so many things you can't do. Just imagine, like, growing up in your household, and pretty much every time you try to speak about your feelings, you can't. Every time you're sad and you want to cry, you stop yourself from crying due to what you have been fed, due to what has been programmed in your mind, which is crying equals weakness. You feel weak if you cry. You are a weak person if you cry. We are told to, pick ourselves up, and hardships will, they're gonna knock us down, but we gotta pick ourselves up and you gotta move along because we are the strong black woman. In all honesty, I hate that term. I hate it. I hate it because being told that you are a strong black woman, honestly, to me, feels like it's kind of an insult in a way. And I say this because the way we are, how can I put this? The way we are raised in our black households, strong, it's so damaging mentally. Strong, like I said, it means no feelings, no crying, no time for breaks. You cannot take a break. You have to just get up and keep going and going and going and going. But here's the problem. When do you have time to express your emotions? And then let's not get into that. The fact that when you want to go to therapy, that is frowned upon. You don't need a therapist. Or how many of you guys, I can't say you guys because I am speaking for females, but guys can join in as well. How many of you have noticed that you were just, feeling down all the time? Feeling down, feeling hopeless, feeling guilty, feeling ashamed. And I'm speaking about growing up in a black household. When it comes to your feelings, when it comes to those times that people don't see behind closed doors, when you're crying, when you're hurting, when you need someone to talk to, when you need someone to hear you, when you need someone to validate you, how many times have you felt guilty? How many times have you told yourself or that, maybe there's something wrong with you? Also, how many times have you heard in a black household when you feel that way? You're just sad. You'll get over it. You're just stressed. You're just worried. And in your mind, you already know this is depression. This is anxiety. There are so many things that go on in Black households where mental illness is dismissed. Mental illness is pretty much swept under the rug. Mental illness doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Because once again, going back to the strong Black woman, we have to be strong. We have to be the pushers. We have to go, 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 go. We can't get a break. We go to therapy, we're weak. We talk about our feelings, we're weak. We cry, we're weak. We take a break, we're weak. Better yet, we're failing. You know, us as Black women, us as Black girls, I am here to say it is okay to cry. It is okay to show emotion. It is okay to be human. You're a human. You are a human like everyone else. You are human. You can cry. You can talk about your feelings. You can be vulnerable with yourself. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it at all. And I wish that, you know, that is taught more. I wish that people, not even people I should say, but I wish that, I wish that, Black women as a whole just did not feel like they have to hide. Like they have to just, they have to be hidden. Please, if you are a Black girl and you are dealing with a mental illness, you are dealing with depression, you are dealing with anxiety, I am here to tell you it's gonna be okay. Also, you are not alone, and also you can cry. You can talk about your feelings. Your feelings are valid. You should not be ashamed of crying. You should not be ashamed of showing emotion, and it does not make you weak. Crying, showing emotion, talking about your feelings and everything is a release. We all need to release. If crying is your release, that is fine. That is a healthy release. If you need to scream into your pillow because you are frustrated, believe it or not, that is a healthy release. If you need to go and take a walk, that is a good release as well. You can show emotion. Stop feeling guilty. Stop feeling ashamed. Stop feeling like showing emotion makes you less than, because it doesn't. If anything, showing emotion and crying and accepting and understanding that you may or may not have a mental illness, whether it's a mental illness, whether you are just going through a hard time, it does not matter. You matter. Your emotions matter. Everything is valid. You know, one of the things that I'm sure has been heard but really is not talked about still today, at least from my point of view, I have not seen I've seen probably a handful of videos that talk about this in depth and actually get to the point. But one thing I don't see talked about is when you talk about mental illness, you talk about the vast majority. But what about mental illness within the Black community, specifically with Black girls? Growing up, even as Black girls, we are looked at as being older. We are looked at as being more mature. We already have a stamp on us. You are a little woman. That's what you are. You're not a kid. You're not going to run around. You're not going to experience life. You're going to sit here and you're going to, behave older than what you are. Black mothers, if this is happening, and it's not every mother and it's not every Black household, and that's not what I'm saying, but if you are a Black mother, let your little girl be a little girl. I'm going to say it again. Let your little girl be a little girl. She is a little girl. She's not a woman. She is not put on this earth to do this and do that and run here and run there. She's a little girl. She's meant to be born into this world, also not being asked to be born, because nobody is asked to be born into this world. She is here to be a little girl. Let her enjoy being a little girl. And while at that, you are a mother. Nurture her. Tell her you love her. Tell her how grateful you are to have her. I'm sure being a mother can be frustrating, but the one thing people need to remember is children need love. Children need validation. Children need to feel like they are important. Because what ends up happening is a lot of the time your children grow up and they say yes to everyone and everything, almost. They grow up and they might have low self-esteem deep down inside. They may not show it, they may hide it, but they have low self-esteem. Children may grow up and like your little girl, she's gonna grow up and think, and as a mother, love is supposed to be unconditional. Do you know what unconditional love is? Unconditional love is when you give love to, and we're speaking in the sense of your daughter. You give love to your daughter unconditionally. Does this mean let her slide with everything? No. But show her love. Show her love so that when she wants to come to you and talk to you, she can. Show her love so she can feel truly loved. Show her love so she doesn't have to second guess her mother, the person who made her, the person who brought her into this world, the person who gave her life, who provided for her. The reason I say about unconditional love, because there is conditional love. You love her when she gets a good grade. You love her when she does something for you, i.e. cleaning, cooking, whatever else it may be. You love her and you give her praise for good things that she does. Just love her for her. Love her for her. Be there for her. When she cries, be that shoulder that she can cry on. When she is not understanding her feelings, instead of debunking them, instead of telling her that she is just sad, or that she is just stressed, or that she is just worried, and that she just needs to do something to get her mind off of it, listen to your child. And I say this because you are the parent. You are to parent your child. Your child should not have to grow up wondering what is wrong with them, going back and forth through questions, figuring out things as they get older, such as depression, anxiety, any other mental illness that is going on, putting the pieces together for themselves, but still questioning it because she's already heard you tell her that she was just sad, or she was just stressed, or she was just worried, when all these times she's telling you that she is constantly feeling it. Stop making her believe that that's not what's going on with her. Instead, listen to her, understand, and know that, you know what? Let me listen to my baby girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop dismissing. Stop being dismissive. Maybe you're dismissive because you don't want to believe it. Maybe you're dismissive because you thought it could never happen. Maybe you're dismissive because you are not educated. But either way, it's not an excuse for you to be dismissive towards your child and their needs and their wants and what they require from you. I'm going to end it on this note because I do want to speak further on other topics about black households, specifically with black girls going into black women. But I'm going to end it here. I wanted to kind of let that out and just let it be told. It's a little bit of a rant, but I'm going to end it on that note. I'm going to leave it with this message. You know, if there are any black girls out there, if there are any black women out there, please understand that it is okay to show emotions. It is okay to seek help. It does not make you weak. Please get that out of your head. It makes you become more aware of yourself so that you can become a better individual. For black moms who are out there that are, like I explained towards the end, being dismissive, not listening, whatever the case may be, let's cut that out. Let's stop it. Let's end it. We need to end this whole strong black woman. First of all, don't bring your child, meaning your little girl, into this world saying you're strong, because they can be strong and they can be emotional. Stop doing that. Let's break this cycle. Let's break this thing that is normalized amongst black women, black girls, black females. I can cry and I can be strong at the same time, okay? Please, please, please listen, understand. I'm going to speak more on this. I'm going to come back actually with some more things that I can speak about. I just wanted to come in and rant about that while it was fresh on my brain. I will come back. I want to actually speak on, I will be speaking more about mental health in black households, more specifically between mother-daughter relationships, wounds, and traits that, you know, may hint that, you know, you weren't brought up too well. But I just want to make it aware. I want to make it known. I want it to be known that if you are a black female, whether you are a girl or a woman, know that you are strong, and know that emotions are there for a reason, and your emotions are valid. Your feelings are valid. You are valid. So I'm going to end that video on there. I will be back with another video. Just please make sure to check out this video. If you have any more topics that you would like me to speak about, as far as my opinion or any experience I may or may not have had, or anything you just want me to speak on in regards to black females or just females at all, let me know, and I will be more than happy to try and do that. I am still working on getting my YouTube page together, but I will try to insert contact information so that you can reach me. Thank you, and everybody have a good night and or day whenever you are watching this.